Hey folks, Matt from Art of the Image here. So it's been an exciting week and a bit. We've got the Nikon D600 announced. We've got the Canon 6D announced now. Two really nice looking spec cameras. Each side, Nikon, Canon, bringing us more value, more camera at a better price point. Now both these cameras, the D600 and the Canon 6D, are both manufacturer suggested retail price $2,099 USD. So same price, which one is giving us more value for a camera? I'm going to give you 6 reasons why the D600 brings you more value, is a better camera, why you should choose it over the Canon 6D right here. First and foremost, the Nikon D600 has a 24.3 megapixel sensor full frame, and the Canon 6D has a 20.2 megapixel sensor full frame. So right off the bat, you're getting 4 more megapixels from the D600. It's not a lot, but it is enough of an edge. We're not talking 1 megapixel here, we're talking 4. Back in the day, we used to shoot with 4 megapixel cameras. So there is a fairly significant resolution edge for the D600. So that's point 1. Point 2, autofocus. The Nikon D600 has a 39-point autofocus system. The Canon 6D only has an 11-point autofocus system. Advantage again, Nikon D600. Point 3, the Nikon D600 has 100% coverage in the viewfinder. The Canon 6D only has 97% coverage. It's not a huge margin, but again, it's a margin in favor of the Nikon D600. Point 4 for the Nikon D600, built-in flash. The Canon 6D does not have a built-in flash. The Nikon D600 does. The market that this camera is aimed at, I think the 6D made a mistake not having a built-in flash. I like having mine for various reasons. In a pinch, you can use it as a trigger. In a pinch, you can even modify it and use it as your main flash if that's what you need. There's actually some modifiers out there for the on-camera flash. So for me, I'd rather have it than not have it. If you don't want to use it, leave it down. On the 6D, you don't have that option because you don't have a built-in flash. Point number 5 for the Nikon D600, 5.5 frames per second. The Nikon D600 shoots at 5.5 frames per second. The Canon 6D only shoots at 4.5 frames per second. Now this is almost a little tongue-in-cheek when I say only, because 4.5 frames per second is still plenty fast enough for most people. However, 1 full frame per second better on the D600, so advantage D600. And the 6th point for the Nikon D600 is 2 SD card slots. The Canon 6D only has 1. Big advantage Nikon D600. I love having my dual SD card slots in my D7000, and I'm going to love it even more on the D600, which is going to eat up memory cards faster. The 6D only has 1 card slot. Big letdown on the Canon side, because I think they should have at least made it comparable to the 600 and had the dual card slots. These days, especially in a full frame camera with these type of megapixels, you need all the memory you can get in your camera, whether you're using it for backup or just additional storage. So there you go, folks. 6 points why the D600 is a better value, a better buy, better camera than the Canon 6D. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. We'll give you 4 points why you might want to buy the Canon 6D over the D600. That's 4 things that the 6D has that the D600 doesn't. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in.